strip dancer, big booty hoe, said she from Atlanta.
Summer nights, flashing lights, when the DJ's spinning, everybody out on the dance floor singing. Give me love and give me life. When the DJ's spinning, everybody out on the dance floor singing. Hey oh, way oh, summer love makes me feel alright. These are the best days of my life. Hey oh, way oh, summer love makes me feel alright. These are the best days of my life.
Take it how you want it, I'ma give it to you G straight. NML beat slam, not a human being. Ballin' like Kareem, sippin' on codeine. I lean with it, rock with it, got coke dreams. Boom, back, boom in the trap. When trap meets house, you get a trap house. Got 2 stacks, throw it at a strip dancer. Big booty hoe, said she from Atlanta.
Summer love makes me feel alright. These are the best days of my life. Hey oh, way oh, summer love makes me feel alright. These are the best days of my life. These are the best days of my life. Summer nights, flashing lights, when the DJ's spinning, everybody out on the dance floor singing. Give me love and give me life. When the DJ's spinning, everybody out on the dance floor singing. Hey oh, way oh, summer love makes me feel alright. These are the best days of my life.
Good evening. Welcome to the OH Report. I'm Don Bryant, and this is your daily intelligence brief. Starting in the headlines, ex-girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, has been transferred to a New York federal prison on Monday following her arrest in New Hampshire last week. The Federal Bureau of Prisons confirmed Maxwell was in their custody at the Metro Detention Center in Brooklyn. Maxwell has been indicted on multiple charges in connection to an alleged sex trafficking operation that brought girls some as young as 14 years old, to Epstein's Manhattan home. Prosecutors allege that Maxwell, between 1994 and 1997, assisted, facilitated, and contributed to Jeffrey Epstein's abuse of minor girls. She helped Epstein to recruit, groom, and ultimately abuse victims known to Maxwell and Epstein to be under the age of 18. What a sick world that we live in. Maxwell, who is 58 years old, was part of Epstein's inner circle until he killed himself.
But did he?
In a Manhattan lockup last August while awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Election 2020, are you ready? Joe Biden, former Vice President Joe Biden, unveils his Florida leadership team, which I will not name tonight. But is it riding with Biden, exciting with Biden, or Sleepy Joe? That's up to you to decide. But what we do know is that there is no real path forward to re-election for President Trump without winning the largest swing state of Florida. But we do know that Ohio is the best swing state there is.
OH, report! Woohoo!
OHIO. In a statement from the Biden campaign, they say, "We are thrilled to bring together some of the most talented and experienced minds in the Florida Democratic political scene to oversee an operation that will reflect the state's diversity and prioritize the issues Floridians care about. We look forward to competing aggressively in the Sunshine State, and Jackie, Juan, Brandon, and Karen will lead the team that will turn Florida blue to help send Joe Biden to the White House." What do you think? Is Joe going to the White House, or are we going to re-elect Donald Trump?
China.
In coronavirus news, the COVID-19 desk, we're learning that coronavirus tracking apps are vulnerable to hackers. As the world has adapted to the coronavirus pandemic, other areas of life have already become magnets for massive hacking efforts. Hackers have exploited security gaps in video conferencing software to Zoom bomb. How many of you have been Zoom bombed? Zoom bomb meetings and have tracked logins into computers, secure networks to target employers and employees who are working from home. The US, however, is just starting to use these contact tracing apps, which track an infected person and that person who has been in contact with. But more than a few apps have already experienced data leaks. The push to use smartphone apps to track the spread of the coronavirus is creating a political jackpot for hackers throughout the world. One app, researchers found a vulnerability that the world let hackers obtain more than 1 million people's national ID numbers and health information. Now, to me, that sounds like Big Brother. The number of elected officials testing positive for the coronavirus continues to rise. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor of the city of Atlanta, who is reportedly on Joe Biden's short list to become the next vice president of the United States, said on Monday that she tested positive for the coronavirus, but says she has no symptoms. In an MSNBC interview on Monday, Bottoms said that she got tested because her husband has been sleeping more than usual, sometimes a symptom of having the coronavirus, and that having coronavirus, that result was a shock. Here in Ohio, we are learning that state representative from the 2nd District in Cleveland, Stephanie House, has also tested positive for coronavirus, but says that her symptoms are also mild. This just in, maybe even breaking news. Ohio is now mandating masks in public for Butler, Cuyahoga, Franklin, Hamilton, Huron, Montgomery, and Trimble counties beginning tomorrow at 6 p.m. So far, Richland County has had 347 cases and 5 deaths to date from the coronavirus. Now, are you tired of getting robocalls from debt collectors?
Yes!
Just a little history on that. In 2015, Congress passed the Bipartisan Budget Act, allowing debt collectors to make automated calls to collect money owed to the federal government, including many student loans and mortgage debts. But on Monday, the Supreme Court ruled that this 2015 law allowing federal debt collectors to make robocalls actually violates the Constitution. A robocall that says, please pay your government debt is no longer a legal practice. The court also upheld that robocalls saying, please donate to our political campaigns, that practice remains illegal. Sorry, politicians. And, my friends, thank you for tuning in. This has been your Daily Intelligence Brief. I'm Don Bryant, and I'll see you all tomorrow at the OH Report.